Whose poetry you learned? Where is he from? Dead or alive? How old is he? Tell me, if somebody is reading my poem and you don't know about me, how do I feel? Is there in your book at the end about the author? Starting or end, it is there or not? The first job is to learn about the poet. Whenever you read, if you don't know me, reading my poetry has no meaning. Understood? Are you getting? If I don't know Wordsworth, I should not read his poetry. That is why in every textbook, is it there in the end or the beginning? Beginning. So why it is kept in the beginning of the poetry? Before reading the poem, we should know the author. Yeah, author is poet. Poet is author. Author of the poem is called the poet, right? Correct? If you don't know the context in which it is written, what is more important? The context in which it is written. Yesterday, your 9th grade children were here. Juniors. So we had a dialogue, little question answers, in which I was telling I wrote a poetry when Abdul Kalam died. Because we stayed in same hostel, we know each other, we were from space department. When he died, I wrote a poetry, I gifted the book, it must be going in your library. The Kalam's picture itself is made like an Indian map. That's what I did. We are going to celebrate Teachers' Day, right? I don't. Whose birthday is Teachers' Day? See, you are celebrating, you don't know whose birthday is that, right? Half of you don't know, right? Do you know or not? See, you speak louder when you are clear. The sound comes to you when you feel confident. If you are not talking, that means you are not very clear. It is whose birthday? Dr. Sarvepalli? Full name? Dr. S. Radhakrishnan. Correct? He was the first president of India. Before that, he was vice chancellor for Banaras Hindu University. That is supposed to be one of the best university in India. It's called Banaras. You keep on writing, stupid people, yeah. Yes. After 2 days of attending my session also, you don't have the habit. Because you have been taught not to take note. Only when somebody gives, take it. Otherwise, keep quiet, right? Your brain doesn't work when you listen. You keep on listening, I keep asking same questions, you will become stupid. That's what I am going to do the last day. I'll come with a big cane stick. For the points, do not come tim. मारेंगे आप सब लोगों को. So that you will never forget me in your life. You want that? Whose birthday? I want tough sound. Louder. Doctor? See, that's why you are not written. If you are written, definitely you will be able to remember. Yes, Radhakrishnan. Who? Louder. Speak louder. You are not interested. I'll just quit this place. Some other children will come. You can attend your normal classes. Tell me whose birthday? Open your mouth. English speaking is opening mouth. Do you know this? Not open the mouth and speak. Whose birthday? How many times I have to ask you, speak louder? Even then you are not loud enough. I want that sound to come. So that there will be somebody else who are not heard when I am talking. So they will hear you. Understood? So when I say repeat with the full sound. Whose? Which date? Which year? See, when you celebrate, at least remember why this is being celebrated. For you to know the person. Understood? You are seeing your teachers every day. Teachers are seeing you every day. You dance that day. All stupid celebrations you do. Every activity which happens in the school is only for learning. Understand this? Are you getting? You may do lot of gimmick there. All that is not part of academics. Then you can go to some dance school. Why should you come to this school where education happens? And he was a vice chancellor of which university? Louder. Benares is not enough. You are not Sultan of Hyderabad. Because when Madan Mohan Malaviya, there is another book, Life Made Simple. That's also gifted yesterday. The first poetry was in Rhythm of Life. Read these books. I have written all these in that book. Madan Mohan Malaviya was a great freedom fighter. He started Benares Hindu University. Okay. To collect money, he came to Hyderabad. That time richest of the rich king was Nizam of Hyderabad, a Muslim king. What is the university name? Benares Hindu University. And Nizam said, I will give you money, you remove that Hindu. That is why when you said Benares University, I wanted to tell that story. Then Madan Mohan Malaviya was a very powerful politician. He said, I will not change the name, but I will collect money from you and then only leave Hyderabad. What a courageous man. He is talking to the king of the Hyderabad palace, the whole country, most powerful person. There was big argument. I don't know whether it's a story, but that's what is heard. Big argument. Nizam got angry. He took his footwear, throw. You know Nizam's every item, including the watch, including the shoes, everything has got jewels, diamonds. So Madan Mohan Malaviya got it and I said, I got my money. Because full of gems. That baby, I'm good. And evening he went to the center of the city, Charminar, and said, King did not have money, so he gave me the. Do anybody want this? I'm sure there will be a lot of people. Auction happened. What king will do with one footwear which is, he cannot use it because the other footwear is with the Madan Mohan Malaviya, right? So what king did? King knew that it is going to be auction because he advertised. King said, whatever cost, get that footwear back. So he got lot of money. So Madan Mohan Malaviya collected lot of money, started a large university. I was there in that university in 1985. I got an award for the best presentation in the conference. It's in the Kashi. The place is called the Kashi. Why Kashi is famous? It's a Hindu pilgrimage center. Before death, go there and die there. Then you can directly go to heaven. And all the North Indian people come to Rameshwaram and die, they will go to heaven. So people travel from south to north and north to south. You cannot divide India. That's a great concept people had. Beautiful movies on Kashi. Recently also I was there in Kashi. And how did Madan Mohan Malviya got the land? He went to the Benares king, asked, I want to construct a university, I want land. You know what the king said? Tomorrow morning, earliest morning, start from your house, walk. How much you can walk, that much land is yours. So he went around and walked quite a lot and he got the whole land. So it's a center of the city, he got this land. Beautiful place. You look at Kashi DrTPS, you will see a lot of videos. I made a lot of reels. Go to Instagram. Okay, a lot of arati happens there. And the boating happens there. And everybody who dies there, they are all burned on the seashore and then put inside the water. But now it is stopped, it's getting clean. That is because Narendra Modi is the member of parliament from Kashi. It's not called Kashi, it's called Varanasi. It's not called Varanasi, it's called Benares. All the old cities in India is named by invaders from where? It's all ruled by Muslims. Right? All of them renamed the cities. Ahmedabad, Allahabad, Hyderabad, Secunderabad, Muzaffarabad. Everything ends with Abad, 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 Abad. Abad means made by. Hyderabad, where I am staying. Original name is Bhagyanagaram. What's the name? And there he constructed a Charminar. But his kingdom was not doing very good. So then somebody said, because that place there was a temple, you demolished and constructed it. That is why you are not progressing. So immediately what he did is, under the Charminar he made a small temple. So even now there is a Bhagyanagaram, Bhagya Devada temple, and the place is called the Bhagyanagaram. Alright, learn stories like this. Abad means made by. What is it? Made by. So Muzaffarabad means Muzaffar was a king. Social science, you know how to learn now. Any place you wanted to write something about it, the place name and the person name who ruled the country is there. Ahmedabad, Ahmednagar, neighboring place. Did they make the place or did they make the board? There is a road there, you change the road name, then what will happen tomorrow onwards? People think they made the road, right? Actually the place was there. Only very few places names have not changed, that is Benares. There are some other places. The center of India. Yesterday, did I tell you the time zone? IST is taken in Madhya Pradesh. The center of India is Madhya Pradesh. That's why it is called Madhya Pradesh. And the place name where the center of India is IST line goes, it is very close to old traditional Indian standard, not the new standard. All the standard in India is decided by one institution called, if you love physics, if you love geography, that's a place where you should go. It's called in physical laboratory. What's it called? Physical laboratory. You can see Indian physical laboratory, DrTPS. Me giving a lecture in that. The scientists are giving a lecture. Long back. 2007 or 8. So the center of India, once upon a time, Sri Lanka was also part of India. I am teaching you geography. Look at the map when you learn. When you learn about that place in Madhya Pradesh which is most famous, you may not know. But anybody who comes from abroad to India, the first place they wanted to visit is, you know that place, most attracted place in India. One is Taj Mahal, forget about it. Second one, Taj Mahal because it came in the 7 wonders. Second place, Indian origin, not in wonders. It's in Madhya Pradesh. I am testing your general knowledge. Your syllabus you will get 100 marks, good marks, not a good student. When you go for any exam, this is how they will ask. All India service, Indian administration, you know India, that's your ability. Assume tomorrow you want to be IAS, write all the exams. When they come for interview, will ask such questions on how much you know about India. That's my question. Lot of dance posters are there. It's a beautiful temple with a lot of any form which you can pose for a beautiful picture in your life. Any dancer which can put her leg up or down or hands up or down or head up or down or any part of the body here and there. That is postures, right? Take a picture, go and see that place. Oh, this is already there. No single posture which human being can make is not left there without sculpture center of India. Louder. Louder. Ram Mandir is only a mandir, Kashi. That's in Kashi, that's in Uttar Pradesh, not in Madhya Pradesh at all. Ram Mandir Kashi, next to that is Saranath, where Buddha came and then got his first lectures. All these places, you look DrTPS Kashi, DrTPS Saranath, DrTPS Khajuraho. What's the place name? Khajuraho. Heard this word? Khajuraho. The original name of Khajuraho is Vatsyapura. Vatsyapura. Keep writing, otherwise you will not remember. I am going to ask you. Vatsyapura. You will have a great assignment after the end of this few days. Last day will be an assignment for you. There is a competition between all of you. Vatsyapura. Vatsyayan. Vatsyayan is a great person. He is called the man of sex. His book is called the first book in sex. Vatsyayan. Okay. Lanka. Repeat. Lanka. Lanka is Sri Lanka. Which is the capital of Sri Lanka? Louder. Wrong. Sri Jayavardhanapura Kotte. See, your knowledge, next neighboring country, you don't know the capital. Nothing wrong. Colombo is accepted. Because it is not, now you will hear. You are learning 3 things. Administration, judiciary, legislation. Capital is always legislative capital. So Colombo is not the legislative capital. Legislative capital is where the parliament is. That is in Sri Jayavardhanapura Kotte. Administration, judiciary, still in Colombo. Last month I was there in Colombo. Which language they speak? Yesterday I told you. Sinhala. Lenga. Vatsyapura. Pura means place. So you will see in India lot of names ending with Pura. Okay, Lenga. When you say you should, I am seeing Lenga. Map you should see. See, whenever we draw India map, Sri Lanka is also drawn. Take any map, you will see Sri Lanka there. Sri Lanka is there, right? Why? Because we considered Sri Lanka as part of India. That is because Rama Ravana. Rama fought with Ravana, killed Ravana. You want to learn Ramayana? I was told that no, there is no Ramayana here, nobody learns and all that. But I will teach you a new Ramayana. English version. Okay? I don't remember. But I think I can remember. When I start. What is Ramayana? Rama. Rama. Don't write full. R you write because I will not give time to write. Rama, Lakshmana, Hanuman, and Sugriva. I don't know whether Sugriva or Hanuman. Rama, Lakshmana, Sugriva, and Hanuman. Sing. It's a song. Rama, Lakshmana, Sugriva, and Hanuman gathered a great army of monkeys. Gathered a great army of monkeys. Then they went to the city of Lanka. Then they went to the city of Lanka. Which city? That time Colombo. Now Sri Jayavardhanapura Kotai. Fought and killed cruel Ravana. Fought and killed the cruel Ravana. After killing Ravana, you know what Rama did? Today's war, what happens? After killing, they will occupy the land. Rama's brother Lakshmana was free. He could have put Lakshmana as the king of. No, that was not done by Rama. What he did? Ravana's brother is put as king. Enemy's brother became the king. So Lanka is not Ravana's place now. Lanka is Ravana's brother, Vibhishana. What is his name? Vibhishana. And whole school system in Lanka is created by the great Mughal king. After that we have got Ashoka. You heard about King Ashoka? Ashoka is the person and his sister, both of them went and started education system in Lanka. Understood? So all the school education. You should read about all these countries. Read sometime fast. Make some notes and keep it. Become great knowledge for you. Rama, Lakshmana, Sugriva and Hanuman gathered a great army of monkeys. Then they went to the city of Lanka. No use of telling all this to you. I don't teach anything where a poetry or a song you should repeat. So when I chant, immediately you should chant. Otherwise, easy, nice to hear, class was fair, nothing goes into it. When you learn either Konkani or Hindi or English song, what is to be done? Write down the verse in short form. Repeat it yourself. So seeing the short form, you can later sing it. Understood? If you write R-L-S H, R-L-S-H means Rama, Lakshmana, Sugriva, Hanuman. You will remember. Rama, Lakshmana, Sugriva and Hanuman. Sing. Gathered a great army of monkeys. Then they went to the city of Lanka. Wherein Sita suffered agony. Sita was kept under arrest there, right? Kidnapped. Sita suffered agony. Killed the cruel Ravana. And went back Ayodhya again. Etathi Ramayanam. That is answer. That is how Ramayana is. So 4 lines, you know, huge lakhs of slokas are finished. This is what is called a paraphrase. The whole big book, which is lakhs of slokas. Sloka means verses. Poetry have lines. Those lines are called as verses, slokas. Lakhs of them. All of them 4 or 5 lines I can finish. That is how in Sanskrit also it is finished. Okay. Purvam Rama Tapovanadigamanam. That is how the Sanskrit was. I translated it into English. So what is the best method to remember? Translate. Suppose you have a poetry in Konkani and you are not very good, or you are very good, you are not good in Hindi, and you are not very good in Hindi, translate into different languages. Understood? Then it becomes easy for you. All of you learned in nursery class London Bridge is don't worry, stupid nursery teachers. But how can you be so stupid? When you were a young child, you were stupid. London Bridge is falling down, continuous tense. How many years? When did the poet wrote? Who wrote it? That time you don't ask. Don't ask these KG children. You were also like that. But now you should ask. Correct or not? Ask the KG teachers. They will not know. 100% guarantee. I'll give a lakh of rupee. Gift it to your teachers if they know. Nobody have seen this. Look, DrTPS London Bridge. On YouTube I have written the story of London Bridge. Now I'll ask you, where is London Bridge? Wrong. It's not in London. Because that time when the poet was writing, it was falling down. Seeing that he wrote, do you think it will be there 200 years? Before falling, America purchased it and reassembled it in Arizona. You think you don't even ask questions, right? That time you don't know continuous tense, present tense, past tense and all that. But now you know you should ask back, right? You heard that many times. Many people were singing. This ability to ask questions is called knowledge. This is what is to be done by teachers. Not reading the textbook and explain. Teachers are called adhyapak. What is it called? Adhyapak. The learning process is called adhyapanam. Correct? Adhi means extra. Yapanam means travel. Extra travel is called adhyapanam. Not traveling within the textbook. I am an adhyapak. I am not traveling within the limit. I am traveling beyond the limits. Show me one teacher who teaches you other than what is in textbook. They can be called as adhyapak. Show me one student who wanted to learn outside the syllabus. They are called Vidyarthi. What is your name? Vidyarthi. Who are you? Arthi means quest. I want to know, I want to know, I want to know. That is called Arthi. When you have Arthi, what you get is called Artham. Artham means power. That can be knowledge, that can be money, that can be position, that can be power, that can be dignity. I know is a dignity. Understood? Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan had that dignity. He was a great Adhyapak. But I don't agree with him declaring his own birthday as teacher's birthday. Just because he was president of India. Somebody else should declare. Are you getting what I am saying? I become powerful and I decide tomorrow onwards, Goa will celebrate my birthday as Beggar's Day. Do you think a chief minister can do that? He is not supposed to do. Somebody else should call him, you are a beggar, right? Correct or not? But he became president from the position of a teacher, because president is a higher post than the teacher, correct? Yes. So whom are you celebrating? Who thinks that teacher's job is lower, president's job is higher? I don't agree with Radhakrishnan on that point. But we had a president who became a teacher. Who is that? KALAM. After becoming a president, he went around giving lectures. And on a lecture, he went to one of the institute where he collapsed and died. Getting? You write KALAM, great man, KALAM. So if I get a chance to celebrate Teachers' Day, I will celebrate KALAM's birthday. Because after president, he became a teacher. You should salute such people. He could have rested at home. He didn't do that. Kalam. Now write reverse of Kalam. M-A-L-A-K. Malak. How many of you are Christians? Wonderful. Keep your hand on your head. Do you know the meaning of Malak? Have you heard the word Malaka? No? Ask any South Indian people other than Goa people. Malaka is a very famous word used for angel. Go and refer what is angel. Hebrew word. Originally Christians are Hebrews. The Bible is written in which language? Hebrew. And in Hebrew, Malak means angel. So I wrote a poetry. The poetry name is, okay, again. In Muslims, Arabic, Urdu, Malak means decoration. Have you seen all the Muslims who they have burqa and all that, they will have lot of decorations. All the dresses will have decorations at the end. Correct? That decoration is called Malak. So I wrote a poetry. My Malak decorations to Kalam. Who is the Malak? Who is the angel? So what's my poetry? My Malak to Kalam, the Malak. Getting? How can you use words in your poetry just like that? Only when you know at least some beautiful words in those languages. I cannot Google and find out what does it mean. That idea should come. You have to be creative. Write Malak opposite Kalam. Only one in the world who has written such a word. Malak opposite Kalam. Only DrTPS uses. You should have creativity. Creativity doesn't come when you read only the textbook. You should ask questions beyond the textbook. So whenever you learn poetry, let it be any language, read about the poet. Understand the context. That's where I started. Why context? Kalam died, I wrote the poem. Because on the top it is written, the great teacher died on the floor. I start with that. So you should know when Kalam died, then only reading that will become relevant. Correct? He was a great teacher. So all that is there in the poetry. It is there in your library, or Google DrTPS Malak to Kalam or Kalam to Malak. You will get that poetry. The book title is called Rhythm of Life. All my books are written on L-I-F-E, life. Why? Most important is not maths, physics, chemistry, Konkani, Hindi, English. Life is important. What is life? Live in full enjoy. What is life? Live in full enjoy. If you don't enjoy, finish your life fast. Why are you suffering like? When you ask somebody how is life going on like this, I say, why are you going? Stop it now. Jump in the sea. Don't trouble others. There is a Malayali. Who is that Malayali? Kerala. Ask your parents, they will say, going on like this. In Malayalam, they will tell like that. Tamil, ippadiye pogaradu. Telugu, jaragitha ide. Hey, going like Nadita ide. Kannada. All South Indian language people will speak only like this. But you go to North India, go to Gujarat, maje maje, happy happy there is. And you go to Bangla, they will say balu achhe, very good. Hami Bangla bolchi. I speak Bangla. Okay. You ask them, balu achhe? Ah, balu achhe. Everybody will say happy happy. So India, you know the map of India. From the top, when it comes down, it becomes confused in happiness also. Because spending happy, no, they don't even tell. See, you're all written very good comments on my lectures. I am very happy. But what is lacking is the word of appreciation, word of heart. The happiness doesn't come. When it comes in North India, immediately we know, oh, this person is from North India. We may not know from the name, but from the tradition it comes, because all of them will smile. You will all sit, look. When I am going to die in my life. When I am going to get married. You know, in South India, marriage is Kalyanam. What's it? Kalyanam, marriage. Kalyanam, Mudinjacha, finished. They will all say, you ask some South Indian. What is that you should ask? Kalyanam Kalinyo. Kalinyo means, did you finish your Kalyanam? They will say, I finished Kalyanam. But Kalyanam originally means happiness. So marriage means happiness finished. That's how they say. The local people will say, my marriage, you ask marriage Aipoinda. Aipoinda means I have finished your marriage. That is okay. But normal word used is Kalyanam Aipoinda. That means Kalyanam Aipoindi. Finished my happiness. Understood what I am saying? You should know how to celebrate your life. And now being a student, your life is not that celebration. Learn in full enjoyment. What is life for you? Learn in full enjoyment. I'm seeing somebody come back, struggling to see. Okay, so what's it? Learn in full enjoyment. So your job is learning. All of you write L-E-A-R-N, learn. When you learn driving license, they will give you L board. Do they give? After learning, what do they do? Remove L. So from the learn, remove L. So after learning, what will come? Earning will come. So you must start earning after learning. Only when life is, next expansion, life, don't Google, you will not get DrTPS invention. But if you do it, type DrTPS, you will get that. Learn in full enjoyment. Not enough, just enjoyment. Earning is also must. Learning is an investment for future earning. L-I-F-E. Learning is an investment for future earning. If you enjoy now, finished. You will not enjoy in future. You want to enjoy future? Invest now. Invest now. Every moment. Every moment. Don't keep repeating same thing. Understood? How do you study perfectly with enjoyment? I'll tell you. Take a new page. Any subject which you hate maximum, which you don't love, write the title of that subject. I don't worry, maths, level 1, level 2, anything. Science, write. How many chapters are there? Maybe 7, 10, 16. Write all the 16 chapter headings. That means you know the chapter. You know the subject. If I ask you, write the names of all your members in the family. You are able to write, right? That's because you love all of them. In the chapter, in the subject you are not able to write means whether you finished learning in the classroom is not important. Textbook is with you. Write down at least a few chapters, rest you write later. Whatever you remember. Whatever you remember, whatever you hate, whatever you love, write in any sequence. Don't copy, just write down. It's only for you. You don't have to write full. For you to realize. Don't write comma, comma, become confused. Always when I say write down. Your habit should go. Nobody write chapters heading as comma, comma. Do you write? Why are you writing? Are you so poor? Ask your father to increase the budget for your education instead of alcohol. If you increase the budget now, capitation fee budget can be reduced. If your food budget can be increased, then medical budget can be reduced. It's all investment. Finished? Good enough. It's only a sample. I am not going to teach you. I am only giving you some samples so that you can extend it later. If you have time in your life after tuition. Otherwise, die in tuition classes. Okay? Give a lot of money to him. Good enough. Now tell me, put a dash there for each chapter. Don't have to write out of 100, it's always percentage. How much knowledge you have? That chapter, do you know 10%? Do you know 100%? Write how much you know in those chapters. I'll tell you how do you check that out. Take the chapter today, take a new page, write down whole content of that chapter in the book without looking at it. Now you know you don't know the chapter, right? Yes or no? While going for reading, if you think that I don't know, you will hunt for knowledge in the chapter. Now what are you doing? Without evaluation, you are reading. Without evaluation, you are listening to classes many times. Doesn't work. If I have to improve my weight, I must at least see weight first. Whether I should increase it or reduce it. Yesterday somebody asked me, how do I increase my weight, was one question asked me. Message comes, lot of message comes. Very beautiful messages come. Somebody wanted to look fat. Somebody wanted to look thin, lean, slim. What do you want? Lean, slim, thin. What do you want? Immediately you should say, no, wrong, slim only. That's what I want to hear from you. That's what is learning, not hearing, responding. Whatever you learn, emphatically you say you are wrong, even if they are teachers. Yukti yuktam upadeyam bhajanam balakadavi anyatranavavatyadhyam apyuktam brahmakadam. Even God comes and says, this is dark night, you should say, go stupid fellow, I know much better than you. This is white light. Understood? That is the courage and the freedom given to Hinduism. We don't tell people believe it. We people test it yours. The whole Bhagavad Gita is, I taught 3 times in United Nations, once I taught. I am in the advisory board of United States in the religion and yoga community, in which I taught. Lot of people from abroad attended my class. And there was a lady from Italy attending my class. They asked, what attracts you? Said, there is a beautiful Mahabharata story in which one of my boyfriend acted. And he was Arjuna. Right? So I know Mahabharata. And that movie name, if you can see that movie. Peter Brook's Mahabharata, not made by India. And in which Arjuna is the person whose girlfriend was my student. She has a lot of boyfriends. He tried me also. I said, no, I am not. In America, biggest problem is, here you will say, I have only one father, one mother. America people will say, I have got a lot of fathers and a lot of mothers. And one Indian student came and told me, I am so sad. I said, why? My classmates have got 5 fathers, 5 mothers. I have only one. They are rich. That is why you see them on the seashore with their 5 and 10 centimeters. Algebra geometry. What is required in life is riches. It's not the body and the clothes which you wear. It's the knowledge which you have. Understood? So, the knowledge determines, I told you, the number of words which you know from the chapter. You don't even know the chapter names of the book which you are reading. Somebody has to teach you. And you call yourself, I am 15-year-old, 16-year-old. LKG students I can understand. They are only kilograms. L kilogram, U kilogram, M kilogram, S kilogram. They weigh like that. Why don't you look at the textbook once and read all the chapter headings? This is what I want to know. You should know before going to the place where the place is. Correct? Most of you have one problem. The problem is no concentration. Correct or not? Yes or no? Say yes or no. Why should I ask you that? Not enough. Not yes like this. Yes! Say yes.
Yes.
Louder.
Yes.
And all your teachers, keep your ear closed, teachers. I am also a teacher. Many of my relatives are teachers. You know what do I call them? Beggars. You know why? They will come to the class and please listen, please look at me. Don't you say? Look here please, look at me please, look at this please, listen to me please. Why? They were also like you without looking at the teacher, or they are looking, seeing but not seeing. You understood what I say? Because your world is different. While coming on the road, I saw one gentleman. Your memories are somewhere else. That's a teenage problem. Your problem is you don't. They will ask you, attention please. Correct? Have you followed? Do you understand? We give names for. We will mark how many times they said. Do you follow? Do you follow? Do you follow? One of my brother's wife is a zoology teacher. Her name itself is Have you understood? Because in between she will say, have you understood, have you understood, have you understood, but never look to the students, only to the board. And nobody understood anything. All my brothers are teachers, they write books. My social science teacher in the school days was my own brother who comes from same house. And my videos you will see now. And all the videos I keep saying, my worst teacher in my life was my brother. Don't know teaching at all. Understood? Somebody later, when I was director for a university, executive director of an engineering college, one teacher came and told, your brother is my teacher, he is a great teacher. And I told my brother, I heard one student tell him. Then immediately he said, it may not be about me, some other person misunderstood you. He is quite sure he is not a good teacher. He did not enjoy teaching. He is a social science teacher. I know more social science than my brother. He is a MA, Master of Atnana. Jnana means knowledge. Atnana means no knowledge. So I keep saying MA means Master of Atnana. No knowledge. You should have knowledge about all the chapters. Now you realize. At least today go and look at all the subjects, all the chapters. How much knowledge you have, write a dash and put a number. Can be 20, 30, 40. I am sure for all of you it may not be same number. Some chapter you know 80%, somebody knows 20%. So what is your job now? Share. Your 20% you give it to her, take 80% from there, both will get 100%. This is what is learned. Now what you will do, without assessing you go to a tuition class. They will teach the same stuff. You are wasting time. Whatever you already know, whatever cleaned plates, again they are cleaning. Uncleaned portions are still there. That they will not touch. Understood? What you should listen is only what you don't know. What you should listen is only what you don't know. Search. I know this. Do you know this? Yeah, let us have exchange of knowledge. I was a very bad student, failed in most of my exams. It is not my brother, it is not my teachers who taught me. I had good friends, 5 of them. All of them were bad. All of them were bad. All of them were bad. One was running even now, Vijay, he will also see my videos. Yesterday I wrote, I am in Goa in my Facebook, immediately Vijayan is the first person, says wonderful, because he is running a hotel. He was better student than me probably. His son is a civil engineer now. But one day, while civil engineering, first year there is chemistry. His son was telling something in chemistry. He even asked, he's a hoteler, but he asked his son, chemistry, what are you learning? And he was answering, he said, wrong. You are a hoteler, I am a BTech student, yeah. The son and the father has an argument. Night 11 o'clock, Vijayan says, my son says, I am wrong. Please tell. And he calls me. And I said, what Vijayan said is correct, what the student told is wrong. No, this is what my teacher taught. He knows more. I said, go and tell. He is wrong. Courageous. So knowledge is not what job you do tomorrow. Understood? Another friend of mine, Ramesh, he worked in some bank as a clerk and retired. Another one who was a drunkard totally. He was working in a veterinary hospital as an assistant. In a motorbike accident, he died. I'll tell you, it is not how much you know. How much extra you want to know in your life will make you higher and higher. Today you are not knowledgeable, doesn't matter. My aim is, somebody comes and says, I am first rank in this, first class in this. I said, don't care. Tell me, are you ready to learn? Then I will bring you up. That's what it is. So all of you should have that interest. Today you know the subject is not a matter whether you get 20%, hunt for the 80%, that you will not getting sitting in your class, because teachers are doing a common job for everyone. In fact, 80 will be there, 20 will be there. I am not going to do this. I am sure no teachers would have done this assessment. And that assessment is done during the exam. And find that you have only less marks in 8, 9, still you are passed in 10th class. What is expected? When you finish the whole learning, you can go to the next class. But many people fail in our times and all. When I go back to my village, somebody comes and says, I am your classmate. I am so happy to talk to him so much. Immediately my brother, who is 5 years old, will come. Elder than me. He will say, you are my classmate. How come? 5 years he failed. Studied only up to 5th class. Today failing is not there. In our time, first class fail 2 times. Then only you go to second class. Second class fail 2 times. Then go to third class. So many people will be there in your 10th class who are 20, 25 years old. Today everybody is passed. You know why? Population is so much. We want to engage all the children in the classrooms. So don't think education, I am authoritatively telling. All colleges, all schools are not for teaching. Actually, it is to arrest all of you in the classroom. So that if there is no schools, assume you fail 5 years, you don't come to school, you are on the street, Goa will be in chaos tomorrow. Every youth will become troublesome in the street. So what do we do? All 10th class pass to 12th class, all 12th class put them into college, and therefore I thought colleges are soft jail. Teachers are police warden. So don't expect too much from the classrooms. Understood? Even when you study from here, schools are okay, convents are okay. But when you go to college, nobody is going to teach you like this. So if you don't learn how to learn yourself, when you go to college, you will become failure. Tuitions are not there for BTech. And after BTech for MTech, there are tuition centers. 2 series K. One is called a crash course. Another one is called the Kotta factory. They are all like factory producing children for that. Big business. Much bigger, richer people than government of India. So unless you study yourself and learn, it doesn't work. So the method is, today you know 20%. Now put a dash. One chapter example you take from this. One chapter which you think is bad or good, up to you. Now tell me how much time you require to finish that chapter from 30% or 50% or 80% to make it 100%. How much time you want? How much time? Time is not week, time is not month, time is not days, time is hours or minutes. You should tell 2 hours, 30 minutes, fine. Every day you create a timetable like this, refine it well, decide that I have to study 20% of this subject, this chapter I am going to finish today. Tell your friend I am going to finish, make the question paper, distribute it, finish learning. Understood? Next day you should know I know 100% of this chapter. And you tell everybody I know 100%. If you want to ask me, I will tell you. This is how I learned during my childhood. After decided that I am going to become a good student. I will tell every friend, you have any doubt, ask me, I will tell you. Hey, this fellow was failure in 10th, 12th, now he says, ask me, I will tell you. And they will ask me, and my classmates were bright children. They will ask tough question, go to library, take the big book, look at it, make some notes from that and ask me questions. I cannot answer. I will say, I will answer you, but not today, tomorrow I will. I will go to library and ask the librarian, this boy, which book he should? He will tell you this book, give me another copy of it. My brother was a professor, so I could take a lot of books. So every day going home, plenty of books, lot of assignments. Who gave me assignments? My friends. So I am not teaching you what I learned from somebody else. I am teaching what I did in my life. Got it? Graduation, 3 colleges, thrown from one college, next college, one to the third college. Masters in 2 colleges. You will not see somebody studied like this. And 5th rank in the university for graduation, 2nd rank in masters, 1st rank in MPhil, PhD in 3 years with MPhil. You don't see in mathematics people. So it's not how much you know, how are you going to proceed from here. I want all of you to be jumps. And you can. Only decision, yes, I am going. Don't worry. Classes goes like this, take it. But from the time class is over, until next day, you have your own time. Decide how are you going to do this job. How are you going to make use of it 100%. Don't waste. There is no time to waste. The more time you invest now, your social science, sometime you become a doctor, you can never learn social science in your life. Don't think like that. After MBBS, there is an MA, MS, Master of, no. There is an MD in social medicine. What about this? How diseases are spread in the society. And assume you pass MBBS, you have to appoint as a doctor in a government hospital. There is an examination in which a lot of social science will come. General knowledge will come, geography will come, history will come. Civics also will come because you are going to be a government servant. So you should know how the government is formed. Understood? Oh, I am learning MBBS, social science is not written. Finished. I did PhD in mathematics, my job was map making, geography, social science. So no escape. Every subject, that's why yesterday I did, every subject is related. Love every subject. But this is the only time when you can in your life. Even if you learn zoology, BSc, MSc, and some people say, I learned zoology but no job, I am only a happy homemaker now. Don't worry, you cut your fish so nicely. Because zoology, you learn how to cut things nicely, right? That's what the practical. My brothers were zoologists. So they used to cut nicely, they know how to cut it up and then pin it well and see every part of part. So you can fry separate part, heart separate, leg separate. Enjoy. You learn botany, yeah, you should cut a drumstick in such a nice fashion. Everything is useful, provided you have the power of artist. Correct? I enjoy cooking. Look at cooking DrTPS, you will see videos. How to make chai also I teach. Most of the people don't know how to make chai. When people come for civil service, IAS, somebody says, I want to become IAS, I am built at first class, everything, and first class, graduation first class, before that first rank, second rank. I said, good, wonderful, sit there. Kitchen is open, go and make one tea for me. No, I never made. My mother don't allow me to go to kitchen. I said, I am not allowing, I am demanding. Go. You don't know how to switch on the... I said, all your IAS is useless. First, in Malayalam we call Adukla. Kitchen is called Adukla. What is it called? My dumb Buddhus. It's all learning. So I keep saying, it is not Indian administrative service, Indian Adukla service. First learn how to cook in the kitchen. If you don't know how to cook, anywhere you are useless in life. Understood? I know grammar of English. Without knowing grammar also you can live. Correct? There is a great discussion between a boatman, you know boatman, and a great philosopher who thinks I know everything. Fine. The boatman asked, the philosopher asked the boatman, do you know Sanskrit? He said, I don't know. Your life is 50% waste. Do you know any other language other than your mother tongue? Any other tongue you know other than mother tongue? He said, no. 80% of your life is waste. Then the boatman asked, do you know swimming? He said, no, I don't know. Then your 100% life is going to sink here. He said. So what is most important? Living life. What is most important for life? Nothing else, correct? So you will see me climbing coconut tree. In my childhood I climbed coconut tree. I do cultivation, I am a farming, DrTPS. You will see me farming doctor. You know how much you realize our life is much better. We say life is struggling, so difficulty, lot of problems. You want to get a solution for that. When you think like this, look at farming DrTPS, in which I am watching a small creeper which goes. You have seen the creeper goes and catches the thread, right? So what I did was, I kept my GoPro recording 8 hours. How the plant is growing. That's learning botany, not a classroom. We generally put some thread for it to catch, and the creeper goes up. It is trying to catch 360 degree to run to know where the thread is. Do you think the plant has an eye? How it knows where to catch? You know, struggle. Morning 5 o'clock onwards, it will start struggling to find out if there is anything where I can catch. Do you have that trouble in life? Somebody is holding your hand, right? Are you getting what I am saying? To make one pumpkin, the plant has to grow like this, and after some time, you will see that in the video. It's a 8 hours video, but made it into 2 minutes. 2 minutes or 1.5 minutes. My son only edited. So it's not in my playlist, it's my son's playlist. There in my playlist, I copied. 10 o'clock when the sun comes, it becomes tired and it sleeps. Have you seen the plant sleeping? See all the leaves in the afternoon, they will sleep. They take a nap. And after some time, it wakes up. And it got, hot. 2 rounds it made. A heavy wind comes and drops it out. You can see it crying. It goes back, takes rest. Evening 6 o'clock again goes. Then done. Job is. It grows very fast. Once it catches, grows very fast. Until it catches, struggles. That's life. Any one of our life is that difficult? I lost my father when I was 4 years old in an accident. My father died, my sister died. I survived. After that 4 times I died in my life. In accidents. Almost close to death. So I have seen death. Still going strong. We'll go another 29.5 years. I'll drive 89. 2059 November 13th I will. That's a courage. You should have lot of things to do in my life. What is my ambition in life? Any one of you, I don't expect 63 of you, 62 of you becoming great. 5 of you become my student, follow me, I am sure you will reach the top. That's my guarantee. Understood? If I can create and teach what I know, because it is not my knowledge, I got great gurus who taught me great things. They are all gone, not in the world today. So if I don't teach that to somebody else and die before that, I am not transferring that knowledge. I got great teachers. Recently I went back to my master teacher who taught me MSc. Okay. He comes and writes mathematics. He don't even speak louder. Not like this. Nothing. You have to put your ear like this, then only you can hear. And there are only 10 students. So we all go very close to him. And he will write all that, and then all mathematics. Consider x. When you say consider x, you will write only x, right? You will not write consider here. Let x be a subset of, okay, x belongs to another set D. He will write like that. At the end he will write consider is, was, like this it becomes a note. You can take a picture, it becomes a textbook. Exactly. Such a brilliant man. 90 years, recently close to your place on Kasargod, close to that, he stays in a son's place. That time he was in Kochi. I went there. I went with the 2 singers. And they started singing for him. He was so happy, no? And after that, 2 weeks after that, he died. I know he is going to the end of his life. He called me for many lectures. Whenever he was the president of Mathematics Association in Kerala, he was the president. So in life, what is important is, some student goes back very close to the death and meeting him. Because he made a difference in my life. Who are the teachers? I am sure you know most of the teachers in your life. But do you remember if I ask you to write one great teacher you have? You will have difficulty to write. Understood? That is because they did not get into your heart. Knowledge is not given from head to head. Not given from text to text and note. It goes from heart with the passion. You should have that passion to learn. Lot of questions. Then you will start enjoying. Such a person who gives knowledge is called Acharya. The topmost teacher in India is called the Acharya. Yadhyada janati shrestha tattadeve rojana sayat pramanam guruve lokastadanuvartade. Seeing somebody you feel, oh, I want to be like him, I want to follow him. He is the role model for me. When I read Newton, I think Newton is the Acharya. Einstein is the Acharya. Do you know the story of Einstein? It's a beautiful story. Einstein, you know Einstein, right? Physics, Einstein. Yeah, Einstein was a great professor. What he invented? Louder. Whatever you know, speak louder. Why should I ask you repeat again? Ask louder. Tell me somebody. What is Einstein in physics? What is his invention? See, if I ask you, do you love movie? Then immediately I ask you, tell me 10 people who are actors, directors, film directors, music directors, art directors. You must be able to tell them, right? If you love physics, what you should do? You must have 5 names of physics people. If you love politics, learn 5 people. Oh, I love politics, but I don't know chief minister's name. I don't know prime minister's name. How can you be called loving politics? If you love sports, you know in that sports at least few people, right? Correct? So you love subject only when you know the names of people. That's why I asked you who wrote that poetry. You learned the poem, you got marks. It's not love, it's just love for marks. That will not take you to higher studies. If I love that subject, that means I know the poet's name, life story. If person who knows films know the life story of who? Amitabh Bachchan. Right? Amitabh Bachchan's father was a great Hindi poet. Right? What is that poem? Eh? Louder. So learn about how many physics. I wrote a book called The Makers of India. All these books are on internet, you can download. Makers of India, in which Indian physics people, Indian chemistry people, Indian biology people, Indian history people, all names are there. Indian film personalities, Indian presidents, Indian prime ministers, everybody's name I wrote. 1,000 names, 100 names, you know, I know India. You want to learn or not?
Yes.
3 times, 4 times, then only you will react. Do you want me to prove that I am a failure in Goa with this school?
No.
Your sound is not coming. See how much I am shouting. When in between one yes or no to tell, you don't have something. Should not happen. Speak out. That's what is written there. Did you read that at least today?
Yes.
I am not hearing.
Yes.
Why should I ask 2 times and say I am not hearing? Because that is how your class goes. Blah, 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 blah. No response. Stop. Should not happen. Immediately you should respond. Got it? Did I do like this? Let me do like this. Will you understand anything? Louder!
No.
It's all getting recorded. The scolding as it is go to YouTube as well. 3rd day like this scolding never happens in my classes. 1st day it happens. Probably 1st day I have not done this. Now I will start doing this. Take out the mic. You can see my cap in which I got a stick like this. But मारेंगे ऐसे मारेंगे. No parents will. So somebody came to camp. I hit like this. He goes to the terrace and then calls his father. Says, "He is beating me. What should I do?" I said, "Get." The father says, "Get some more. Then only you will become all right." He already told me that I am going to beat your son. How can he go? He is from Saudi Arabia. Landed in Calicut, took him here. Father said, "Keep him here until he becomes good." Right? So 10 days camp is over. I said, "Go." He said, "No. Some more repair is there. I will stay for one more camp." So he stayed 30 days with me. He is now studying in London. But there also he failed the first paper. Came back to me again, attended my camp. Written, they have to write that the examination in the embassy pass, then only visa is renewed. Otherwise 80 lakhs paid money will be lost. One exam 80 lakhs. So decide what is to be done. He said, "I have to study." I went. He invited me to Northampton in Manhattan in UK, and I went there to give a lecture to the MBA students. You can look at UK DrTPS. You will see me giving lecture. MBA, business management classes. So do this evaluation. Put a time. Decide. I am going to study like this. Okay, 20 minutes only study. After that, 5 minutes break. Full sister's hair. Okay, kick somebody. Do something what you want. If you are studying like this in the room, sleep on the floor, put your legs on the table, take the TV, do all the dance with the legs. Because always leg is down, sometimes you have to keep it up. That's yoga, sir. Monkey's job. Yoga is not monkey's job. You can see another video from me. I am against the modern yoga. Okay. Then decide how much time I have to study that and finish, and to tell your friends, I finished this chapter. I know 100%. Ask me questions. Give me examination, give me questions. You create a question and give it to somebody else in the same way. Exam should happen between you, not necessarily 6-member group. Maths, physics, chemistry, different people. Lot of question paper, lot of answers, evaluated. Blue or black ink should become running by returning all the mistakes. Correct? Not evaluation, correction. Spelling wrong, handwriting has to be improved. Write all your comments. Give 5-star, black star. Okay? Or golden star, whatever you want. They will start fighting. Whenever you see on the corridor, you will start talking about your subjects. Then this becomes a Vidya Alayam. Otherwise it becomes a Komik Alayam. When you become a Adya Apak, Adya Yapanam. Adya means extra. Yapanam means moving out. Teacher's job is Adhyapanam. But all of them today do only one job, finish syllabus. What do? I take mathematics. I said, don't take mathematics, give some mathematics. Why are you taking it? I handle mathematics. Why are you handling mathematics? Correct. The word itself. I taught more than 1 million teachers, so I know what it is. That's why my name DrTPS, teachers, parents, students. Only 3 categories. Now, all the chapters you evaluated, finish studies, do some extra job, help in the kitchen, learn cooking. This is the only time where you can learn. Got it? If you don't learn, I learned stitching, tailoring, 7th class. I learned cooking, younger age. I learned cultivation, agriculture. All that will help you sometime in life. If nothing is there, you have little land or lease land and start agriculture. You will start earning money. Should have interest. Learn, earn, fame. These are all the 3 things. Learn, earn, fame. And if these 3 things are there, then enjoyment comes. If these things are not there and just enjoyment, after some time you will think that, oh, I wasted my time. So there should not be a waste of time. Invest your time. Anyway, you have taken birth. That's not your mistake. Somebody did mistake, you took birth. But that can be corrected by your action. Understood? Correct the biggest mistake of taking birth. Not me. I am quoting some great poet. Mattadipu, Marevipu, Madhyavipu, Vilavipu. I am drinking, enjoying my life because I have done a big papa in my life, taking birth. And somebody says, it's not your papa, your parents have done a papa by giving you birth. Now you should correct that and then show them and tell them, it's not a great papa. It's a great papa means curse. It's not a great curse, it's a big gift. In India, Bharatiya Siddhantam, we don't consider birth as a crime. Birth as a papa, curse. In some religion they consider it's a curse. No. The tomb to womb, womb to tomb. It's a part of the word. The womb to tomb. Only one difference between any other animal and a human being. You know what is that? Tell me, what is the difference between human being and animal? Louder. Louder. Speak louder. Anybody? What is the difference between human being and animal? I think it's my time to go out of this class. Or I tell them not every class. I love science. Tell me. Why are you discussing that? Raise your hand and then speak louder. If you are not going to respond, I am going on. I am getting bored. Louder, I said. A whale in the sea can talk to the child 6 kilometers. A cow and a calf. You leave the calf, it goes and hunts thousands of cows. It goes and finds where the cow is. There only it will start drinking milk. And human being, wherever breast is there, we will drink breast. Let it be buffalo or cow or sheep or goat, it doesn't matter. Understood? What a stupid animal is this? They know the mother will not stand before any other animal, any other calf. The eagle knows, the fish knows, every small fly knows where the other animal is. The bee attracts all the other bees. It communicates different frequency. You are not here. That's not that. Now, animals think much. The dog knows whether you are crying or laughing. Whether you are the master or a thief, the dog will know. If you are going to somebody's house, the dog knows whether you are fearing or daring. If you are daring, the dog will go out. If you are fearing, it will come barking. Do you think it doesn't think? My mother had an elephant in my house. We were landlords, we had elephant. After 45 years, the elephant comes back. It understood this mother. Only when the mother fed the elephant went there. To wait. Do you think it doesn't have memory? Great memory. You do some mischief to some animal, they'll come back to you later. There is a story which I mentioned. I was in Delhi in a house where there was some small plants. Squirrel was eating every day. One guest from my house who was coming for helping me and he cooked, removing all the plants. That day when we made sabji, the squirrel came all out and then hit my nose and then went away. How did you take my plant was the question the squirrel asked. What a brain. Understood? Every animal has. Only difference is you don't see a dog giving classes, lot of dogs sitting in the class. Understood? Aharam. Aharam is food. Ahara, Nidra. Repeat. I said whenever I am standing sloka, repeat. Ahara. Ahara means food. Nidra. Nidra means sleep. Bhayam. Bhayam means fear. Oh, you understand. Ahara, Nidra, Bhaya. Maithunani. Maithuna means sex. Only animal do sex with those pair when they see. But you people keep dreaming about sex. Human being can dream about sex. Animals don't dream about sex. Understood? Ahara, Nidra, Bhaya, Maithunani, Samani, Chaitani, Nrana, Pashuna. Sama means equal. Equal for animal and human being. What is extra? Jnanam, knowledge. Jnanam Naranam, for human being. Jnanam Naranam. Jnanam Naranam. Naran means human being. Ahara, Nidra, Bhaya, Maithunani, Samani, Chaitani, Nranam, Pashuna, Jnanam Naranam, Adhiko Vishesho. Adhika means, Adhi means extra, I told you, no? Adhiko means extra. Vishesho. Vishesho means quality. Extra quality for human being is we write, we document, we share, we tell, we teach, we keep library. Have you seen library of animal dogs? Library for monkeys. They don't read and write. That's the difference. Even that you don't know being a student. That is because you are not become a student, you are still an animal. Somebody has to hold you, somebody has to stand up, somebody says namaste. Every dog also does this. Every monkey also will tell, do this, do this, stand up, say good morning. Parrot also will say, you are also like that. No initiative by yourself. If you don't initiate yourself, you are all decide which animal you are. Either you can be a buffalo or a rabbit or a cat. You can do what you want. You want to be an animal or a human being? So don't just obey what somebody says. Think and don't become tongue. Tongue means tired. Okay? Ahara, Nidra, Bhaya, Maithunani, Samani, Chaitani, Nranam, Pashunam, Jnanam, Naranam, Adhiko, Vishesho, Jnane, Vihina. If you don't have knowledge, Pashu is Saman. You are equal to an animal. Got it? You are equal to an animal. You want to be an animal or a human being? If you want to be an animal, decide which animal. So asking questions, learning extra, that is what is required. I have not seen, I keep lot of things and talk, immediately the bell rings, you run. When the class is over, you run. I have not seen somebody coming and asking questions. The report is given, finished. I have not seen questions from somebody. You could also ask some questions, right? Type it and send it. Now I told you type it and send it, you will send it. That means you will only listen to instructions. Who listens to instructions are all animals. You are not drawn to be a human being. Human being human. Social being social. Two qualities. Are you a social being? Then what should have done? I am coming to your house. What you should have done? Welcome. You should have written. I haven't seen many people responding that. It's not your mistake. You are not being taught like that. You know what happens? When a guest comes to your house, you are sitting in the veranda, you run inside and say, "Ma, somebody is coming." That means they cannot address you. See, when somebody comes to your house, your job is to open the door and then come and welcome them, make them to sit, then talk to them. What do you want, right? But you don't do that because you are asked to run away from guests. They are ghosts, not guests. In our tradition, we were not like that. Somebody comes to us, we will say, "Come and sit. What do you want?" We will give them water, receive them. It happens in North India even. Very bad. You should change. So, lot of questions. What is that you should prepare? When I ask you prepare questions, you will write. When I ask you ask that question, you will answer. Why did I ask you to prepare questions? When should I ask you ask questions? No. When I came in the morning, you are all doing something. You should have said, "I have a question." That means you understood what I want. That doesn't happen. Yesterday, 9th grade children came. They were all sitting here. I was sitting. I said, "I am not going to talk to you unless you have questions." No questions at all. Teachers have to tell, "Don't sit there, come and occupy." Then also they will sit there. The class is good when the first bench is filled. There is a vacancy for last 2 days. It's reserved for some VVIP. Only if your handwriting is bad, go and sit there. Is it reserved for bad handwriting fellow? Where is that bad handwriting? Come here. Come here. Come. Yesterday onwards I was searching. Correct? Yesterday I taught first in the class. Handwriting is bad. I can chase all of you if you run. You can't run faster than with all the problems I have. Physical, emotional, intellectual, social, spiritual. See, in the video this is vacant. So all the time while processing, editing, tomorrow I am seeing, I will see that I will remember. Don't worry, I remember all of you, not all of you. But few of you who are eagerly looking in my class. She is the one whose eyes are always bright, looking at whether I am seeing or not seeing. Correct? Yes. Don't think that I don't recognize. I recognize every one of you. Understood? That's why I asked you to make the group. And some groups I don't recognize you because your DP is not yours, somebody's. Otherwise I will remember. In some of the classes where 100, 400 teachers are there, when somebody calls the evening, I will say, "You were there with the pink sari and the third seat." How do you know it? I know you are going to call this evening. Understood? Yeah, you do. Correct? Check. Okay? So, my 50% job is going to be off. 2 days, half days off. Now we have another 2.5 days. Last day will be lot of work for it. Okay? There will be lot of artistic creative things which you have to do, provided you have step with, for which you will have to make groups, and I cannot do for everybody. So I'll make same way. That will be the essence. So until and unless you create a lot of questions and lot of thoughts, lot of reflections, that's more important. Not what I am saying you cannot perceive. You cannot perceive what I am saying. What you perceive is what you understood. Your understanding depends on your knowledge. Got it? You are a perceiver. You perceive things the way you wanted to perceive. Are you getting? You are a perceiver. Are you getting the word perceiver? If you don't know the meaning, all that will go bad. That's what I'm saying. Your perception, the word perception, came because of the ability to perceive things, perseverance. The perceiver perceives the way the perceiver wants to perceive, and not the way the speaker wants the perceiver to perceive. The perceiver perceives the way the perceiver wanted to perceive, and not the way the speaker wants the perceiver to perceive. Because I told something I thought she it did not happen. Now what happened? She was sitting there idle, so that anytime she can go out, don't have to listen, her face is not done, eat not right, she has a good company, all that is all. Now I dragged her here, what happened? Her thoughts will be always on her. Or you had a fight. Then why you hate her? You started loving her. Why? She's better than this girl. No. Wanted to sit here. So the perceiver perceives the way the perceiver wants to perceive, and not the way the speaker wants the perceiver to perceive. You may not understand the way what I wanted you to understand. You think your own world, think different. Don't do that. Reflect. What is it to be done? Reflect. No concave, no convex. Reflect. She is good. She wrote beautiful. After that I said, sorry for mentioning 2-3 times. Then she said, no, I took it very sportively. We can keep talking like this every time. So I kept on talking. Yesterday I missed the chance. Today I was not seeing you. I thought this seat is reserved for. While going home also, you can take that half of the chair. And okay. So write lot of questions, keep asking. 2.5 is over. Now we don't have 2.5 balance. We have only one more day. Last day will be activities, which we will have to write down. So, did we finish maths little?
Yes.
Any chapter in maths you want to learn from me? Ask now after this session. Anything in physics, chemistry, biology? No Konkani. English? Then Hindi? Hindi is very good. Who said Hindi they wanted to act here in the drama? Who wrote Hindi? Ladka? Which Ladka? See, how did I teach, or how do I teach Hindi is, most of the Hindi, only Hindi. English is there but not very good. Hindi, most of the chapters are put into YouTube in a different, either cartoon style or drama style. If you look at it and go back to your textbook, you will realize. Understood? And act in the class. When I used to teach English, that's how I do. Hindi also I do that. Either play the, I don't sing as good as what is available. So I play and make all the children to sing that together. Understood? So you will sing much better than I can. Got it? And act in the class. Have you heard Wordsworth Solitary Reaper? You have to learn that. Solitary Reaper. Which song you have? Which poetry you have? What you should do is, when there is a, see the, understand the, I will tell you, Solitary Reaper is one poetry which is very famous Wordsworth. I am sure the teachers would have learned that in the college. Generally all the students know this. So what is done? The poet stands somebody is coming, I will make that as a drama. So when you visualize, write all the characters' name, put that as a story. In the exam hall, it comes as a story. History is like that, and all the languages. That's why it is called a humanities subject. Civics, you want to know the parliament, create a drama. One is the president, next is the prime minister, these are all member of parliament. This is a judge, courtroom, act like a drama. From the chapter, convert that into a drama. Act, this is the court, this is the advocate general and the judge. This is the person who is coming, complaining, argument happens, then you learn what are all the different ways. Okay, yesterday I told you the flower pot falling, right? That law is called the tort, T-O-R-T. Unwritten rule where the judge decides, that subject is called the tort. I taught all the law subjects in a college. I was a teacher of law. Tort, constitution, jurisprudence, evidence law, IPC, Indian Penal Code. These are all different subjects to be learned. Somebody asked how to get into National Law College if you want. CLAT is the entrance exam, like JEE, NEET. For law it is CLAT, but state government owned law colleges, we have got a different examination. The advantage of doing law is it's easier to learn about India much better. Therefore, getting civil service and such examination, that is one of the best part. Okay, I learned law after teaching all subjects in the college. My roommate happened to be, when I was doing my PhD, my roommate was a Kerala who was a law student. So I started teaching in the hostel. Then I learned everything, then I joined and then took a degree. Evidence Act, CRPC, Criminal Procedure Code, CPC, Civil Procedure Code, Constitution, then Contractual Acts. Contractual Act will come in all the MBA, BBA, BCom. Law is common. If you are a chartered accountant, you can go to court and argue. You don't have to have an advocate. Chartered accountant can argue because it's all related to accounts. No advocate can learn accounts that well. So court permits. Anybody can argue. If I want to argue my case, I don't require an advocate. I can argue. All collectors are district magistrates. All district collector has a power like a judge. A collector can arrest her. Okay, put it like that. Police have to arrest. But who can arrest whom? You think you can arrest me? Yes, anybody can arrest anybody. Arrest means lock the room, put me inside. Got it? Or tie with a rope onto the pillar. But you have to inform the police that I have arrested somebody, take him to jail. Any government servant who is getting arrested, who gets a government salary, arrested for 24 hours, they will be suspended from job. You lose your job. Okay, so arresting anybody can. Learn different things in life. Start reading newspaper. Now after coming back, if you have questions, I will answer. If you have no questions, don't come. We'll get some other students. Okay.